Yes, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 31st of July, 2021. This is just my weekly analysis video on the Forex pairs using the daily time frame, where I have a look at all the pairs I am trading, all the trade setups, etc., and discuss trade management and just go over a few things. Big welcome to everyone that's new to the YouTube channel. If you do like these videos, please hit the like button or subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And like I always say, all my trading is called live in my Facebook groups. Always a message pops up when I'm doing something. All my trade calls are called live in the Facebook group or the Telegram channel. So everyone's more than welcome to join them. There'll be links to those in the video description. So let's have a look first up. It is the last day of the month, so we've got a new month starting. What do we want to look at first? We'll look at the news first, if I can find it. Yeah, I'm having a shocker this morning. All right, this is the week ahead. This is the Forex Factory Economic Calendar. It is free. You just got to sign up. The good thing about it, other than it's free, is you can filter it to suit what you want to see, and also you can put it in your local time. For me, I live in Vietnam, which is in big time serious COVID lockdown at the moment. Vietnam is really good at tracing all the people that were infected with COVID, but geez, they've really dragging the chain when it comes to vaccinations. I think there's only about 4.5% of the population out of 98 million that have had their first shot, as far as about 300,000 people have had their second shot. So it's not good, but anyway, we're all going through it, so it's a worldwide problem. Anyway, this is the news ahead. So it starts off pretty quiet this week. The red ones highlighted in red, these little red envelope, that's the high impact ones. They're the main ones I'm looking at. So say Monday, 2nd of August, we got some high impact news out of the US. If you want to know what the news is, just come across here and click on the little envelope here. It just opens up, or it did open up. Yeah, what's going on here, Jimbo? What have I done? There we go. Sorry, folks. Very organised here. So it opens up a box here that just explains what this particular news is, what it relates to, what to look out for, etc. So you just click on there. All right, the big ones. Tuesday it starts off Aussie interest rate news. So that's Australian interest rate news, cash rate, possible market mover. New Zealand on Wednesday, early Wednesday morning, employment numbers, market mover, potentially. More high impact news out of the US on Wednesday night. Thursday gets busy again. Out of the UK, Great Britain, we have their interest rate news. So that's a biggie. That's a biggie. Watch that one on the pound pairs. Friday doesn't back off. We've got Canadian and US employment numbers. So Canadian employment, unemployment, whichever way you want to look at it. USD employment numbers, non-farm payroll, first Friday of the month. So be careful. Big week in the news. US Aussie interest rates, New Zealand employment numbers, UK interest rates, and employment numbers out of Canada and the US. So that's the week ahead. Now let's go to the charts. Before we go to the charts, I'll bring up this Word document. You can pause the video and read it. You can pause the video, take a screenshot of it. All it explains is all the different indicators you'll see on my charts, all the different coloured trend lines, etc. So you'll see the 3 moving averages I have on the charts, the QMP filter, what it is. It's just the red and green dots on the chart. Red trend lines, green trend lines, blue, grey vertical lines, sell trades, what they're designated by, buy trades, stop losses, break even, big numbers, and the MACD platinum, which is the indicator down the bottom. So, and like I always say, a lot of people in my group or watch these videos, English is not your first language. You can always pause the video, speed the video up, slow the video down. You know, I maybe talk too quick, I may talk too slow for some. The Australian accent might be a little bit hard, but anyway, just slow it down. I put plenty of notes on my charts, as you will see, so you won't die wondering. And you can always ask me a question, any of those social media groups. Also keep in mind, when I do these trades, take these or call these trades in the Facebook group or the Telegram channel, I always take a screenshot of the initial setup and that's in a shared folder also. So that's available to anyone. There's over, on the daily time frame, easily over probably 1,400, 1,500 plus trades in that folder. So there's no lack of trade examples, etc. Anyway, let's get on to it. This is TradingView. I use TradingView for my analysis. I trade mainly off MT4 or MT5, but this, I like the setup for this. So this is my watch list on the right. There's plenty of charts, plenty of pairs, a lot of exotics, a few other gold, Bitcoin, there's the US 500, etc. I'm just trying to give you as many trade examples as possible. It's highlighted in blue or blue. Light blue means I've done something on it or suggested something. Blue means, the darker blue means there's an open trade. There's not highlighted, it means there's no trade, so I won't even look at those pairs. If it was highlighted in orange, which is none, or yellow, it would be something I'm looking at on Monday. There's actually no new trade signals for Monday, which is unusual. Anyhow, if you look at my charts, all my charts, you'll see some notes. Basically look to the right of where the trade is. That's what I'm sort of referring to. So I'll have the pair, the date, the signal was, my thoughts on that trade, and then I'll discuss in the video what I've done on it. If you see something like this, VPS up here, it just means I'm trading this pair on another platform, and these notes on the left normally refer to that. So don't worry about these notes too much. You can ask me questions about them if you wish, but this is what I mainly concentrate on when I do this video. So for example, we're on the Ausd Cad. I've got, it's highlighted in light blue. The initial trade was this sell here. It's gone down, broke this low here and come down nicely. MACD platinum through the zero level. My stop loss is this red dotted line. So my initial stop loss would have been up above the highs here. So what we would have done now is either brought the stop loss down, which we have, to this level here, and closed half of this trade. So as we've gone through the probably on this bearish candle here, is convincing through the MACD platinum through the zero level, would have closed half. We broke this low, which is good to see, and we're heading down nicely. So it's a good trade. Ausd Cad. Aussie Swiss, highlighted in light blue, similar sort of thing. The initial sell was here. The initial stop was very close to being hit. It didn't, if memory serves me correctly, I think it was up here somewhere. Or it came within a few pips. I know that it didn't get hit. This big bearish candle here would have closed half, and the stop would have been brought right down somewhere. Then it's popped back up, came down, popped back up again, came down. So all we're doing is all you would be doing is dragging the stop down with half a position or something like that. So it's going well. Again, you can see my notes, broke the support level, etc. Like I said, you can pause these videos, have a read of the notes, see what my thoughts were at the time. Aussie Japanese yen in a buy trade here. I think this is a second attempt at it by looking at the notes. Buy was here, went up in my favour a bit. It's just dropped down the last week. It was a higher risk trade to begin with. As you can see, markets, even though the trend is technically up, we've just gone up. We haven't broken any of these new highs, so then we're breaking the low here. So high risk trade. We're going against the trend. This probably trade here, I probably shouldn't have taken the second attempt. I think it's because I took the first attempt on this grey line. You know, if that was, I should have just stood aside there. There's no supporting divergence really on the second trade. Yeah, high risk trade. Aussie USD, similar sort of scenario, high risk trade, second attempt, I believe, at least second attempt, yeah. You can see again, MAs are starting to cross down. We've got lower lows on price, lower highs on price. High risk trade. It did break this trend line I drew here, which was good to see, but then Friday just popped straight down. Stop loss suggested there. You know, these are trades you would, if you normally go on a trade with 2% risk on a trade, these sort of trades you go with 1% or 0.5% or something like that. Cad Swiss. Now this is a little bit different. You'll see there was a sell trade up here, which is these notes on the left refer to. You can see the sell signal there. There's this big resistance area up here, so I like that trade. This buy trade, high high risk trade. Its price seems to be turning down. I would have left the partial sell on for some protection if you can. I would leave so sell the stops down here. The buy, the suggested stops here. It's gone against me. Say this partial sell would be giving you some protection on for that buy trade, which is a high risk trade. I appreciate that some jurisdictions don't allow buys and sells on at the same time. So you've either got to make a choice whether you want to stay in the sell, take that buy. As I said, I like this sell. That's a big resistance. Price is turning. I can see more potential to the downside and the upside. Hence, I left that sell on. All right, let's move right along. Cad Yen. Yeah, Cad Yen was a buy, and it's going nowhere. Now, look, this has just gone sideways, had a bit of a dip against me, gone now up to my entry level. MACD Platinum's getting very close to the zero level. It may just be worth closing this trade out. Again, it's a high risk trade. You can see lower. We're not getting any higher, which is gradually going down, and it looks like it might roll over again. To play it safe here, maybe give it one more day. If not, just close it out. Right, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, highlighted in light blue. It was a buy a while ago in here. It's gone up, eventually popped the MACD. Platinum's popped through the zero level, probably on this, confirmed on this candle here, big bullish candle. Close half, bring the stop up tighter. So it's just a smart thing to do. And hopefully aim towards this high here. It's going in the right direction, so that's all good on that one. Euro Cad, bit messy, sell trade back here. Sort of went my favour a little bit, then popped the wrong way and come back down, but Friday going nowhere fast. Stop loss all the way up here. Look, you could probably drag the stop down above these highs here. It's a little fractal, if you wish. Euro Swiss, I think this is one that's giving me a world of pain. Yeah, all right, here we go. Another one that's got a double trade on. The sell was here. So there's a sell trade here, and these are the notes that refer to the sell up here. You can see that's trending down. So I like that sell setup. And then we get this buy set up here. Again, higher risk. Look, this market structure, it's based on regular divergence. And up to you whether you leave the previous partial sell on. I would, just to give me some protection. I like to sell better than buys. In the meantime, the sell stayed in play, dragged the stop down above these highs here, and the buy trade's been stopped out. So the buy trade's gone, and there's a sell signal here. You can see the dot, the red QMP dot, but it's not a valid sell signal. And we'll just try and drag this partial sell down further and hopefully recover most, if not all, of that loss in that buy. So the buy is finished with, that's complete. I'll just highlight that because I'll update the chart when I finish the video. Euro pound, this is a thing that's going sideways, nowhere fast. There was a sell in here, sort of got the support level up here. I think it's a second attempt. It's just stuck in a range. And now we're through the zero level. I'll probably drag the stop right down. No use risking this. It's going sideways. Might as well, if you just take small losses, worst case or something like that. You can see, look at all the dots on the MACD Platinum. It's not getting away from the zero level. It's just not trending at all. Euro Yen, buy signal up here. I've already dragged this. Get rid of these messages. Already dragged the stop right up underneath these lows. It has been going sideways. Just have a look at the candle. This is the daily chart. So we start on the bullish candle, bearish, bullish, nothing, bearish, bullish, nothing, nothing. And we're still at the entry level after what, a week and a half. MACD Platinum's at the zero level on Friday. Bring the stop right up, tighten it up. You know, again, it was a high risk trade to start with. No use trying to push it. You know, you can't get blood out of a stone, as they say. So just either close it out or just tighten the stop right up. Euro New Zealand, this is one I was reluctant to take. I called it. Look at this sideways action on this pair. Terrible. Buy trade here, and as Murphy's Law would have it, first day on Thursday, straight against me with a bearish candle. Friday, nice bullish candle, back at the entry level. MACD Platinum's at the zero level. You know, not sure, like I even wrote my notes, not even sure if it's worth taking. You know, it's got to pop up eventually or pop down, one of the two. But in the meantime, you know, it might be best just to stand aside and wait till this thing starts ranging again, or trending again, sorry. Euro USD, last signal was a buy signal here. It was a second attempt. It was your first attempt on hidden bullish divergence, followed by regular bullish divergence. I've already suggested I drag the initial stop was down here. I would drag this up. I would be closing half. A couple of reasons. One, the MACD Platinum's well and truly through the zero level, and two, we're at the price on Friday hit the 50 EMA, and the EMA is starting to spread to the downside. Close half, bring your stop up. Pound Aussie. This is a buy trade from all the way back here. We've just gradually ground up and it's still heading up. The last dot was a green dot above the zero level. Look, you could drag the stop up higher if you wished, up to here if you want to really tighten it up. But it's grinding up slowly, so I'll just wait for a red dot on the MACD Platinum, then may look at doing something with it. Pound CAD. This is a sell trade here. It suggests the stop was up here. You can read the notes why I took it. It headed down nicely initially, but then just bounced up. This grey line marks a new buy signal. Didn't get to the stop. I would have closed it out. Take the loss, and not a full one because I wouldn't let it get to the stop. It's up to you whether you do that or not. The MACD Platinum's still above the zero level. You could have hedged it, maybe that's an option, or you could have just stayed in the trade and let the stop do its thing. In hindsight, that was probably a good thing because now, as you can see, it's coming back down again, and there's a new red dot on the MACD Platinum above the zero level. So I'm calling it as taking the loss. So it would have closed it right at the high, obviously. And so I'm going to update that, and we'll look for a second sell on this pair to have another go at it. Pound Swiss. Another double trade here. The sell was here. This thing was ranging, and it still is ranging. Like, you can extend these lines a bit. Look at this. That's just sideways action. So what we do, we had a sell here, and we had this big bearish candle here, and that took us down to this level. There's MACD Platinum through the zero level, so you would have closed half and tightened up your stop. Then it's bounced, gone, and I would have brought my stop in somewhere right in tight, just in here somewhere. Now it's bounced up and gone back down again, so the stop would be dragged down above these highs here. In the meantime, we get this buy signal here. Again, sort of bouncing off this support level. Take the buy, keep the sell on. Up to you whether you kept that sell on. I would have left it there for some protection. And you can see my notes about resistance to, and support and that on both. Tough pair, sideways pair. Like I said, you can't get blood out of a stone, so you might as well just try and work and get what you can. Pound yen. Buy trade here. I think this was my second attempt. Gone up. Through here on Thursday, MACD Platinum through the zero level. Friday, a bit negative. Look, close half, bring your stop right up. Just protect yourself. It's not worth it. Look at the market structure. It's a high risk trade to start with. There's a lot seem to be against a lot of trends at the moment. That's just the way it is. There's so much correlation on the Forex market, as we all know. And keep in mind, I'm showing you multiple pairs here. You wouldn't trade every pair. There's so much correlation. You just look at all these pound pairs or the Aussie pairs, whatever. Just pick your best setups. Be smart about it. Be aware of your overall risk, etc. Pound New Zealand, this is the buy signal here. Again, sideways action. There's this, resistance level I made note of. Second attempt at it. The first attempt was here. Probably took the loss in here. This is the second attempt. Reluctant to take it because we're right at the high when we took it. And we started Thursday with a bearish, or Tuesday we took it. Wednesday it went up nicely. Thursday popped down a bit. Friday back up. So we're back at the entry level. MACD platinum through the zero level. Now, whether you just want to tighten up your stop a bit, or give it another day, see what happens. It's going nowhere fast, but we're still in it at the moment. Pound USD. Buy trade down here. Again, second attempt. Again, high risk trade based on initially hidden, very like the euro, hidden bullish divergence initially, followed by regular bullish divergence. Pop through MACD platinum, pop through the zero level. Nice couple of bullish candles up, close half, drag your stop up. New Zealand Cad. Now someone's drilling in the building. I hope that doesn't come through the video. New Zealand Cad, sell here. You can see the notes about this resistance level, bit range bound, but it's a nice sell signal. Sort of undernard a bit, then pop down, and we're heading. The MACD platinum's heading towards the zero level, so I'm starting to look out for potential close. Bring the stop maybe down to this level here. USD Cad, sell in here. I think this is the second attempt. Higher risk trade again. Initial hidden bearish divergence followed by regular bearish divergence. So first sell would have been here, would have been stopped out. Second one's here. It's gone sideways for a while, eventually came down. Thursday, MACD platinum through the zero level there, and we're on the MAs. Close half, bring the stop down. That's all, just a bit of protection. There's someone drilling somewhere, a floor below me or something. Hopefully it's not coming through the video, but it's not that loud. USD Mexican Peso was a sell trade in here. Again, we've got this big support level here. Now, whether you take this trade or not, it's a pair I don't trade, but I'm just trying to throw a few exotics in just to give you a bit of an idea how the method works. Sell there, MACD platinum. You can give it another day or so, just see where the MACD platinum gets to the zero level. It's going nowhere. It's having trouble breaking this level here, but it might pop through. Who knows? USD Norwegian Krona, similar one that I don't trade much. This is a high risk trade. Regular bearish divergence there. The trend looks like it's turning to the upside. I've already suggested drag this. The initial stop was up here somewhere. Dragged it down above this high here. We've come down. Thursday was good. Friday not so good. MACD platinum through the zero level. You could even consider closing this trade on Monday morning. Take a very small profit, and just wait for a better setup. At the moment, I don't like that. That's not a good setup at all. USD Singapore dollar. This thing was that's a sell up in here initially. It's just continued up. I've drawn this trend line across the lows. Obviously, this initial sell was stopped out somewhere. The stop would have been up here somewhere. Then we get another sell signal here. It's come similar to the USD Norwegian Krona. It's probably more to do with the action on the USD, not the other pairs. Sideways, then pop down. We've had a couple of, then Thursday, another nice bearish candle. Ideally, you want to go back to the MAs, close half, put the stop in place, tighten it right up. USD Turkish Lira. This is a double whammy. We have a sell up here based on this sort of double top or resistance level. Went nowhere now. Popped down to the MAs, would have closed half, would have brought your stop down above these highs here. Gone sideways again, popped down further. Stop, drag down. In the meantime, we had this buy signal here. Yeah, buy signal just in here. You can read the notes with it. Yeah. See, I had a concern about the previous high. And it's proved me right. It's popped down and it's either it stopped me out definitely, and there's a new sell signal there which is not valid, so it sort of validates why I would have left the partial sell on this buy. So I'll update the chart. The buy signal is gone, stopped out. But like I said, if you can, use the protection of a sell. I wasn't convinced with this buy, even though it had hidden bullish divergence. It's just not a pair I can't get excited about. Right, moving along to another exotic, USD South African Rand. Now, this one, the sell was here, initial sell, and I followed up with a second sell, and I'm just getting stopped out. So you can see my stop, this price action here, poked through it, probably got it on that day too, maybe on that day, but definitely on this day. So this one stopped out. So we're going to call that as a loss. But in the meantime, I've drawn this one trend line across the, so we'll get rid of this one here, right? So just look at this. So I've drawn this trend line across the lows here, and it's popped through there on Friday. You could consider another entry. There's a red dot on the MACD Platinum. I'm not going to call it as a trade, but this is things you look at. So move this trend line out of the way for now. There's a second trend line. You could probably tighten up the trend line and draw it across the lows here. It basically gives you the same result. So we'll get rid of that one. And we'll go with the longer, normally the longer the trend line is, sort of the more, I guess, valid it is or stronger. So through there, Thursday, Friday could have taken another sell if you'd wanted to. So I've been stopped out on this one for a loss and stopped out a second time. You want to have a go at a third time. It makes sense to me to do it. I didn't call it. I probably wish I had at the time. I didn't. So, but that's just an option. So I'll just call that as a second loss, and we'll just have to give up on that for now and wait for something else. XAU USD Gold. Now, what have we got here? We had a buy back here, which I actually liked. MACD Platinum's a long way below the zero level. We had sort of hidden bullish divergence followed by regular bullish divergence, as you can see by the green trend line. So I took the buy. It's gone up, gone up, gone up, gone up, gone up. MACD Platinum's popped through the zero level and convincingly on this biggish bull candle here. Would have closed half. I suggested bring the stop up just below these little lows here. So your buy's protected. Now, this looks like it came very close. Now, if you look up here and look where my stop is, so this will give you the low in here and the stop level is 178.717. So you can see that low up there, 178.969. Look where my stop is. Would it have got stopped out? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's on the downside, so it would have been on the bid. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, in the meantime, I've taken this sell in here. And you can, so here's the buy notes and here's the sell notes. Again, I've talked about the protection on the buy. The sell, it sort of went in my favour, went in my favour, went in my favour, and now it's popped up on Thursday. Still hasn't got to my stop. Friday come back down. So we're at the entry level basically. So who knows? So that's where we're at. We've got a partial buy still and a sell on gold. Moving down, the next one, silver. I didn't get in the sell on silver. The MACD Platinum was just too close to zero level. Probably would have been a pretty good trade, but I did take this buy here. Higher risk trade. It's as you can see, we're starting to head down a bit. Lower lows, lower highs on market structure, but there is regular bullish divergence. Took the trade, buy, stop loss in place. So it's going so-so. US 500. This is just the overall market. It's a tough pair to trade. It's not really a pair, it's an instrument. Remember, I've made notes here. This is the overall US stock market, which is a bullish bias. The last thing was this buy here. It's going up, gone up, broke the previous highs just, but it's going nowhere fast. Again, start to draw my trend lines in. And as you can see by the trend lines, price has got higher highs. MACD Platinum, which is an oscillator, has got lower highs. So potential hit, potential regular bearish divergence setting up there. Nothing confirmed yet. This is going nowhere fast. Stop loss in place there. You know, look at the MAs. It's just grinding up slowly. And finally, BTC, USD, Bitcoin. Now, I call the sell back here. We're definitely going to be out of that, so I'll just mark my chart so I can change my notes. All right, the sell was called here. The initial stop would have been above the high here. We had this buy signal here. I decided instead of just closing out, I called it as, I think a couple of weeks ago, I would stay in that. Because once I did the video, this had already pulled back a bit and it didn't go up to my stop. Just dragged the stop down there. So we've got the support level here, and it's not far off the 30,000. If you look across, 30,000 is in here somewhere. So there's your 30,000. It's proven to be a support area. So the sell stayed in play, another red dot here. Look, there was a new buy signal in here, and this would have been actually a good buy to take. I don't know, I probably should have called this, but it sort of breaks a few of my rules, but I like this support level. More messages. It breaks the rules with regards to the MACD platinum below the zero level, but you could have made an argument for divergence, for example, which then makes that rule. So here we go. Like say for example there. So definitely higher lows on the MACD platinum, and you could do the same for here. You know, you could make an argument for a divergence there. So the double bottom, it's a support level, but that's definitely divergence. So I should have probably called the buy there, got out of the sell, because I do like the support level. And as a disclaimer, I am in Bitcoin. Well, I'm in Ethereum at the moment, which moves the same as Bitcoin to the buy side. So that sells out. I probably should have called the buy. I didn't. So we'll just wait and see what happens. So well, that's it. So I'll bring up that Word document again in case you're wondering what all the squiggly lines are, etc. Like I said, I call all these trade setups are called live on the Facebook group and the Telegram channel, so everyone's more than welcome to join that. I take screenshots of every setup. I do this weekly video, so there's plenty of, and I'm quite accessible if you want to ask questions about any of the trading. And well, it's about 32 minutes. It's Saturday. It's nearly 11 a.m. Haven't even had breakfast yet. So that's my next agenda, and I'll get this uploaded. Enjoy the weekend all. Stay safe wherever you are. My football team's already played this weekend. Played on Thursday night, so that's not very exciting. Right, cheers. Thanks for watching.